It's another wonderful day where I'm ultra bored. Um, I am supposed to be looking for more work today because the work I don't think is going to work out with the interview that I had last week. So I'm trying to get another job to get regular income because I don't have any money and I can't travel unless I have money, and my work is not working out because it's going to be months before they have more work. And one of the jobs said we're going to have telemarketing work available when this work isn't. And so it seemed when I was hired that they would always have work, but it's all been put on hold for a couple of months or more. I mean, I worked for these companies before, and they don't really like me. I worked for them 3 times before. One of them, well, the one that said that they would have consistent work, I worked for 3 times before, and usually, like when they want to drop you, they don't give you work. So that's usually like what the deal is. So I've sort of got on-call work that might happen sometime in the future if they have a project big enough to hire all the ones that they don't really want to give jobs to, but they need the assistance to get calls made. So, and I'm like, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. But so I'm trying to find a new job. It's not really working out. Jobs are jobs. Jobs never work out for me. But I'm trying. Like, I'll try for another month before you know. But I should be getting my weight loss machine because then I can lose weight and and perhaps open other ideas forward. So, because I'm not always the fittest person in the world, and I am, yeah, I don't know, but that's just another idea. Um, the last idea is to relocate myself so that I'm closer to more work, or get a job and say I'll relocate in 2 or 3 weeks, or whatever. Use my emergency services to. I hate emergency services houses so much though. So anyway, I needed a break for a second. What I was saying, I hate homeless shelters. I mean, emergency shelters are like homeless shelters. They're just no good. But if I really needed a job or really, really wanted a job and I applied for a job and got it, I would be like needing to use them too. But, I mean, I could use a relocation, but I wasn't going to relocate myself until later. Until I had obtained until I had obtained some sort of in some yeah a decent savings or something. So, which isn't going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. I just see the weeks turn into months, and then I'm like, this isn't working, is it? But we just need a storm, and then I'll be moving. Then I'll make it work. But until that time, it's like it just seems like all options are very limited, and I'm like going, it's not really working. I had high hopes for the interview last week. I just realized I paused it, and then it was playing, and then I was playing it, and then I was pausing it. So it's like, I don't know what I've just said, but in the last few seconds, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I had high hopes for my interview last week, but I don't think anything's gonna come from it. I did have one person call me. I didn't have a clue who it was. I didn't leave a message, but they didn't call back, so I was like, I don't know, maybe I missed a call. I generally don't answer the phone, and if someone doesn't leave a message, I generally don't call them back, but I don't think, I'm still don't think, and I'm gonna make it in the business world because of my accent and lots of things about me is just not is just not the thing, that's sort of why I branch off and do other things. And then the industry though that I sometimes work in is pretty biased, and no one really understands you. They just make believe that you could have the perfect life if you weren't doing this and that. And then I was like, if I had the perfect life, I wouldn't be doing this and that. So, and no one believes you until they realize it's actually true. So, and until you realize once again, even if you search for other options, that it's actually true. There's nothing much else, for someone like you, in the real world. And you're like going, see, I knew it, and the world hasn't changed. Generations have passed. Nothing's changed. Everything's the same. And worse. And then you're like, I knew it, there's nothing different. Everything's still as it had been. And all my options aren't any different. I'm still getting the same kind of jobs. Nothing's changed. And then you're like, I'm not out of it. I'm not out ignoring the new world. It's not there for you. So I can firmly, cementedly say it's the same. It's the same as it was before, and it's the same that's probably going to be tomorrow when I'm a little bit older. And this idea of living with people for, rent-free dries up. And then I'm like, it's all going to be the same. I can do a little twirl about it. It's all going to be the same, and nothing's changed, and nothing's different. It's just people's perception of me in different stages is like, everything has changed because we can see who you are now. And it's like, no, you can't see who I am. That's the beauty of what I'm doing. And then I go back in the real world and see, nothing has changed. It's all the same. I can be at peace with myself and not battle against my conscience that I'm doing something corruptive or wrong to myself. It's like, this is what I do. These are my options. There's no other options. And if they are, they're the same. They're the same that they've always been. And for someone who's paying double and triple charge every time they want to be independent, everyone says it's going to wear off in 50 years' time, but in 50 years' time, it's like, it's probably going to be the same. This is my string of luck in life. And if it doesn't change, at least the charges, it's like, well, that's what I said. That's what I say, that no one doesn't want to believe it in at times. They want to pretend the new generation over the top of you. I was like, well, back in this old crinky world, and it's like, no different. There's nothing new. I'm not new. It's all as it has been. Famous quote, as it has been and as will be. And you're like, you just don't listen to people. You know where you are. Yep. I love trees. When you look up, you just see them. You're like, they're so pretty. You don't notice them unless you look up. And it's like, oh, these are the lovely views. You don't realize how pretty they are until you film them. Sometimes. Like, it's so pretty. All these trees are doing so well because we've put the sticks at the bottom, and that helps retain the moisture and stuff and keeps them warm in winter. The leaves are getting fuller and more lustrous. Like that one was a stick. This one over here, the white one, it was just a stick, had no leaves, even in the summer, and now it's got sticks at the bottom and it's got little new leaves now. And everyone had assumed that that was a dead tree.